So, this is the first video. It's President Obama, or former President Barack Obama, and I've taken many videos and I've done a kind of a selection, and you're going to observe the number of tips and clues that you can find, les indices d'une ou de plusieurs couleurs, okay? And you write it down, okay? And you tell me how many you found.
Who wants progress?
You. And he took his detail and I took mine.
I don't want to hold.
What's going
on, everybody? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Hey guys, how y'all doing?
All right, and these are all small. I don't need cushion. Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning.
There is not a liberal. Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day.
How many?
How many colors or clues?
Clues. Ouais. Combien d'indices?
No, every scene was one.
You've seen one? Okay, it's fine.
Every scene is one.
Yeah.
I feel.
More than 5.
More than 5, okay. How many?
4 or 5.
4 or 5, okay. Less, more?
10.
More,
10?
10 as well.
10 as well, okay.
By the number of scenes.
Okay. By the number?
Of les scènes, the scenes,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
they all add something.
They all add something. Okay. Right. So we're going to look. Sorry? Yeah?
Can you see the blue part?
Well, maybe it doesn't have blue. You don't need to see them all. It's just a. Okay. This is a hint about a potential color he may have in his profile. Okay. Okay. What was that?
Foot on the desk.
Foot on the desk. Is it a sign?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's a strong sign.
Dominant.
Comfortable.
Comfortable, self-confident. Okay. Does your boss do that in his office?
No.
Not very often.
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue.
Yellow.
Yes. Usually it's too early to say yellow. Okay? Because you have been seen in the supermarket and your footprint is on the window, so I'm going to call you at the police station for tonight. And yeah. Okay, it's a second hint, this hug. Well, in the US it doesn't mean much because most people hug.
Yeah, but president.
But president is rare, yes. I don't know.
See the whole front.
No jacket, yeah.
He's a master of communication too. It's another thing. The guy is an expert.
The guy is an
Maybe
expert,
he's
yeah.
just campaigning.
Maybe it's just campaigning, absolutely. Okay. Do you chewing gum at work when talking to people?
But I like to play ball.
Sorry? You play
ball.
ball.
For me, it's also a sign of extrovert.
Yeah. Foot again? Okay, so we have 4 or 5 clues already, right? In which category would they go?
Red,
Yellow, red.
Yellow, red, yes.
Area.
Okay, good.
But
Wait.
it also depends on what he wants to show. Just laying out his feet can also show that he's confident, but he's also very comfortable.
Yes.
So, is it more green, or is it a sign of dominance, or a sign that he wants to show to people that he's quite calm, relaxed, and at ease? I'm talking just about the feet, not
Yeah.
about playing the ball or hugging people.
Could you also interpret with your own? For you, it can be dominant. For you, it is comfortable. So how we do different?
Yeah, how do we do difference in a sign? We just make an assumption, and if the assumption repeats several times, like 4, 5, 6, then it becomes a strong recommendation. Here, by itself, we don't know, but the fact that he's playing it, huh? It's not by accident. Nobody comes with his cell phone in the White House to take selfies with the president. So he has authorized at some stage a journalist to do that, and probably his press secretary has approved it because they think it belongs to the style or the image he wants to show. Now, in other countries, in other presidents, I don't know if Angela Merkel would allow this. I don't know if she puts her feet on the table, but if she does, probably she doesn't want people to know about it. Okay, so for me it's a hint. Okay. So who is this guy with the black guy with the red tie?
The security detail.
Yes, security, head of security. And what is he saying?
To wait in the car.
Wait in the car. Give me the shopping list. I'll go get the burgers. This is something like the procedures, maybe, no? For safety reasons, stay in the car. It's armored. People can shoot. Nothing will happen. Okay, and I'm going to get the burgers for the guy, and you can do your show, but do it in your car.
That's
Okay.
compliant.
Not so compliant. That's also a hint. Yellow profile tend to have harder time to wear security equipment in a factory than blue type. Okay, so if you see the guy saying, well, okay, let me go, it's a hint. Okay, no jacket, you said. Look at the way he greets the people. Individual greeting.
He doesn't line up.
Well,
Yeah, but he
Doesn't-
can at least just pretend. He walks as if 5 guys was his, which for me it's like a red thing. And he's getting shit done.
maybe. And what about the touch in the back?
Very friendly.
Very friendly, kind of touchy. You know, if you're dealing with a blue person and you have a few signs she's blue. Okay, continue. Let's continue. Okay. What's happening? This is another tip. Yes. And what is the president doing?
Posing.
And is this a tip? Yes, it is. Which one?
Yellow.
Yes. You want to take a picture of me usually? Together or separated? Yellow dominant profile love to being photographed, being in the center, and they have this need for recognition. So I think this is natural. Two tips, okay? The ability to engage the audience. Okay, typical a strong yellow player has an ability to make people dream, get up, clap, etc. Okay, if you want to have your a speech for your birthday party, your wedding, or whatever, and you have to choose between several profiles, probably the yellow is the person who is going to be making the most impact on the public. Okay, and actually Obama is just an outstanding public speaker. Okay, here is another typical way. If you have young children, to imagine in 5 years they'll eat like this and speak together, eating their fries, or you will say, look, you speak and then you eat and then you speak again. Huh? The way how they are laid back in the White House is kind of interesting. Okay, here we have enough tips to make an assumption that this person has a yellow dominant profile. Based on what I've shown you, of course, it's abstract and it's built specially for purposes of education, and it is not always like that. But this selection is showing that, okay, this is yellow. So we are going to have an adaptation strategy with him. Okay. So what is yellow going to like? So what can you do to make color match, as Nicholas was saying?
Prepare some jokes.
Hmm?
I wouldn't dress too formally. I would be like the same name, like I would wear it anyway. But since like he doesn't have a jacket on, I would just like to be a bit more casual.
Okay, a bit more casual than usual.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes. What else?
Grab a beer with him.
Hmm?
Grab a beer.
Grab a beer, or accept the idea of having a non-formal meeting. Okay, absolutely. What else?
Like a very warm shake and
Very warm, shake hand. Don't hesitate to go for closer distance. Like the thing not to do with a yellow is, hello, how do you do? And this is not actually yellow, you know that they say? Has gone, dude. And they have a complete different approach, okay? Distance is also closer, okay? When you talk to a yellow, you see sometimes the people, a guy who has to say something, and the other one says, that's not my color, and is trying to get back, okay? Closer, more casual, dress, the touch, okay? Seat 7A, it's over there. Welcome on board, sir. Okay, what else can you do? What do they like to start with?
You would do a lot of small talk and making
Yeah.
links about their personal life.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Talk about them.
Talk about them, yes. So how was your vacation? Obama is going to tell you, oh, I did this, I did that. And a dark blue or pure blue profile say, sorry, hon, this is not of your business. Thank you. What's the subject, by the way? Okay, so it's a completely different way of opening the meeting. I'm talking here, how do I adapt and how do I start a meeting with a influencer or a eye profile or a yellow profile. Okay, what else? I've seen casual dress, attitude, distance, way of greetings, jokes. One day I had a participant in a training say, well, but I don't know any jokes. And I say, okay, and how much do you think you have yellow in your profile? You say, I think I have very little. I hate that. I hate wasting my time in meetings talking about coffee, etc. I say, fine. But if you have a really strong yellow buyer, what do you do? Says, I have one, I have difficulty with him. Okay, how can you solve it? Well, okay, be more casual, okay. You go on the net and you download jokes, huh? I mean, that's as simple as that. Huh? And if you don't want, well, you lose a way of adapting yourself. You don't have to become a yellow, but you have to say, well, I have to adapt to my clients or to my management or to my partner in general. Okay. One of my colleagues is saying about communication. He says, Mark, communication in the end, it's like being a plumber. I say, what do you mean? He says, yeah, it's all a matter of pipe and finding the right pipe. Okay, if the pipe is too tight, the water will just explode, and if the pipe is too large, the pressure won't be enough, and the water will not go up, or the hot water will not go to the 6th floor. And you need to find the right pipe for your communication with with the person. And if, of course, I'm with a strong yellow and I don't like making jokes, okay, and I don't like being casual, and I don't like wearing jeans, and I don't like talking about my holiday and myself and my children and my family, and I don't like going for a beer, then I'm in trouble. Okay, and my job is by using the disc, say, okay, there are a few of those things that I could do at least, If I'm inviting you for a session and you're blue person and I've identified that, I'm going to send you an Outlook invite. I don't know if you have an Outlook. Yeah? Okay, you get send an Outlook invite, and we have the meeting, and then you do minutes. You write down what you've discussed during the meeting. And that's the way you're going to nourish the need of the blue. If you're inviting a yellow profile like Barak with an invite from Outlook, what's going to happen? Yes. What else? I've lost you, maybe, no?
Chances are he's not going to take it, yeah?
He's not going to read it. Excellent. Another email. So what do you do to invite him?
That's a bit,
Phone call.
I think it's a bit too extreme. Because no matter the personality, you kind of comply to the necessity of you know, a calendar invite, because you know it's more professional, no matter who you are. Otherwise, if he was that casual, the dude wouldn't be at the White House. You know, like he's been mega compliant when he was, you know, Harvard.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I just feel like personality doesn't prevent you from doing what's necessary to advance in life. Because if he was too laid back, then he wouldn't have passed an exam.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand your point
It's
or your
also
question.
what we were talking about, like in your professional environment, you might not have the same color than in your personal environment. So that's what you're saying, basically together you needed to...
So to get back to what I was saying, I'm saying that if the guy is yellow, he's going to say he received you have less chances to get the meeting with him if you send a calendar invite instead of call. But so to formalize the meeting, if the meeting is like 3 weeks from now, no matter how smart you are or how good your memory is, you're never going to remember it.
You can call the guy to plan the meeting and then send in an invitation, but it's like
but
you call then just sending an invitation. No?
But that's the only way. Who just sends invites, like with no context, without talking to the person before?
It's internal.
That's called that's called invite.
For me, there's no question, so I cannot answer if I don't have a question or a clear question. I don't know if you're making a statement. Am I correct? Yeah. And you're just saying you cannot base everything on not making invite if you have a yellow profile in front of you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, just saying.
Yes,
no
Shadi. Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying. I agree. I mean, I don't see the point of keeping that. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it's you have to use something. They are just tips among situations, okay? And it's not one best way. Now, if you have a meeting 3 weeks down the road with Paul, who is a real yellow profile, I'm not going to send him an invite. And if you want to do it, it's fine. I'm going to see him, come to his office. Hey, Paul, how's it gone today? Do you want to go for coffee with me? Probably he will say yes. We'll take 5 minutes and go to coffee, get our coffee, come back, says, by the way, in 3 weeks, I have an important meeting. I need you to be here. Okay? How is that in your schedule? Oh, I don't know. I need to check. Okay, check. But I really count on you. It's from 3 weeks from now. It's October 7th. I'll send you an invite later on. He has received the information and this talks to him. And I've taken my yellow channel and plug it to the guy. I may not want to do it. And it's fine. And I'm not saying you have to do that. But I'm saying if you want to access the guy by his more obvious or dominating way of life, this is where how you should go. Okay? And I've had people say, well, I receive a lot of invitation for meetings, but I never answer. So I say, no, just the way it starts, I don't like it. And then it's your problem. But if you really need him, you adapt or you don't adapt. But then there are people that don't show up in certain meetings. Probably it's the way they have been called, invited, maybe not the best one.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
We were saying that to get along with a specific personality type, you match that style, right? So far, generally speaking.
Yeah.
I'd argue that most cases when that happens is in the introduction, like you're saying. But when it comes, like if a red is angry, I would never be like dominant because we would not get anywhere.
If who is angry?
Say like a dominant personality, one personality is angry, or you're having a discussion. If you're trying to be red and dominant back, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'd say I would be like taking more like, like more of a green approach, like relax, try to like break things down. Like in Amaris we say we packed him. So you try to like acknowledge whatever, like I would never match the style. So in what circumstances do you not match the style, and when do you match the style?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Most of the time, in one word, most of the time I try to match the style. So I match colors. Okay. A red doesn't need to be angry.
No, but I'm saying in instance that you have a fight, you have an argument with someone who's dominant, very dominant personality, how would you reciprocate?
Okay. Are you ready to come and do role playing?
Okay, I'm the red one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come
You come here? If you agree? Because a trial is a lot more efficient than theory. So think about the situation when you had somebody with you. You're the angry person, right? Yeah. And you're angry with me. I'm your lazy consultant, I've been late, or I forgot something, etc. Okay? Ça va être ma fête, hein?
Okay. Mark, can you come inside, please?
Yeah. Do you want me to come now?
Yes.
Or can I go for a coffee?
No.
Oh, okay.
After it won't take long, I just have 5 minutes.
Okay.
I heard that once again, although I told you to never argue with a client without me being there, you yet felt the liberty to give feedback, although it was all we discussed, and because of that we lost the project. I'm very pissed. I'm very angry. You never follow through what I tell you.
Okay. So what I understand is you're angry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you off the project. I want you I want you to do something about this.
Okay. It's your decision. I accept it. You want me to be off the project?
Yeah.
So, is she satisfied with my behavior? Does she look happy?
It's amplified the angriness.
Thank you. Make it worse. I play. You're red. I'm playing. I'm doing the green guy. It's horrible. Okay, now let's do it again. Same thing. I bring my red channel, put it on. You wanted to see me. Good morning, by the way, Lyra. How are you today?
Good, Mark.
Okay.
But I just saw you 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. No, I just came in the building.
I saw you 5 minutes ago. We made eye contact.
Ah, okay.
But anyway, that's not the point. I just got off the phone with the client, and remember when I told you last time that you're not to give feedback directly to the client yourself. I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Well, it happened once again, and the client felt like you undermined him, and so the project is off. He wants you off the project, and I'm disappointed. I don't know what to do with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry I made this mistake again. I understand I have to be off the project. Now I bring value on new technology. Do you have any other project I could be on? And I promise I will be careful now.
No, I don't trust you.
At all?
No, we had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do? The face has changed. She's trying to keep the angry person, but she's a lot more comfortable with my attitude. I'm still the horrible consultant who does feedback without the presence of my boss, which I understand is the thing. But yeah, well, you just came up and it's perfect. Okay.
Yep.
So my strategy and the disc recommendation that you may take or not take, and you're free to for your takeaways. But say if you see somebody who has a red profile and goes to the point, says and do I have time for a coffee? No. Okay, that's a big hint about the profile of the person. Okay, adapt. Bring your red. Show it. Okay. Does it answer your
Yeah,
question?
I mean, I agree. The second time around, your voice was more confident.
Yes.
So I'd say it's more red, but you were not provoking conflict.
Yeah.
So I feel like potentially, if someone's being accused and they're red, they might realize more.
Okay. One tip or one recommendation: separate the red from the conflict. Okay. All colors have conflict. They just handle it a different way. Yellow, handle it with humor. Blue, handle it with let's analyze, give me the fact, let me write down, can you give me a report and I'll check that for next week. And green, handle it with and silent. It doesn't mean they're not angry, okay?
The assertiveness made the difference.
Yes.
Red, okay.
And the red is assertive. I tell you a real story. I was with my Swiss partner visiting a client, and we had done the project with the HR, and the HR was happy, and he says, okay, well, I'm happy with your job. It was about the disc. And let me call our general manager and you'll meet him. And we say, okay, yeah, fine. So he calls the general manager. The general manager says, okay, I'll be down in a few minutes. And the door opens, bangs the door, comes to me, takes my hands, breaks my bones, says, hello. My business partner, hello. And he turns to the HR and says, so, what's the status? The HR, this is the best consulting for the project. And so okay. He looks at me like this. By the way, guys, why should we take you as consultants for this training? And I'm seeing like the strong red monocolor. And my partner says, well, the first thing is that we want to work with you, sir. And people say, you talk like this to your client? But yes, sometimes we do. Because the guy really opens red, and he answered red, and you know what? We got the business. Afterwards, after 6 months, we realized that it was a company with a lot of small agencies, and the head of their agencies were like rough people, and he wanted to make sure that the trainers were going to be able to hold the guys. Yeah? But match the colors.
In your situation, wouldn't the red say, I don't care because I was right? It's like if you give feedback to the client, it was for a reason. So stick to the fact that no matter what the client said, he was right. So he wouldn't back up, he wouldn't apologize. So yeah, but okay, I gave feedback, that was a mistake, but the feedback was correct. So I don't care what the client says.
You're talking about Lyra's example. Yeah, I didn't get into the story I could, and you have a point. And being red, I could answer that. Says, yeah, okay, the client wants me off the project, but the real feedback I gave is the actual feedback. Here she has an issue about my behavior, so it's interesting not to drift away about my behavior, and by being red, stick to the question about the behavior and not go about the actual situation, because then I'm changing the focus. And if it's my boss, I recommend you not to do that. Okay, so keep the focus that is brought by the other. Recently, I bought a pair of shoes. Okay, ski boots. I went to the shop, not far from here, Le Vieux Campeur. Okay, it's in Lyon. It's a high-end sports shop, and I love skiing. I'm buying ski boots every 15 years. probably. So I'm ready to put a bit of money on the table, and I come and I see this guy. He's selling boots. He's a nice guy. He looks very beautiful, sun-tanned, big sportsman, healthy, and very nice. He said, "Bonjour, monsieur. Come in. How can I help you?" And I explain my story. And the guy is very green yellow profile, and he's talking and making me comfortable, and he's asking me if it's fine and what I need, if I want to try another pair. So yes, I try another pair, and you're happy, and you know what? I come home and my wife says, "Where are your boots?" I said, "I didn't buy any boots." She said, "What, you didn't buy any boots?" "Well, I just went there. The guy was very nice. I'm giving it a thought, and probably I will come back." She said, "Okay, but we're going skiing in 2 days." I said, "Yeah, well, go tomorrow, after tomorrow, before we go skiing." The 2 days after, I go to the same Au Vieux Camper, and there's a lady. She looks like, I shouldn't say that, but she looks like nothing. And she doesn't look like a sportsman. She's not beautiful. She's not she just says, "Okay, you want boots? Okay, well, we have this. You show me your feet." Okay, she goes, she takes one boot, second pair of boots, put it here, says, "I think you're better in this one." And I said, "How do you know?" He says, "Yeah, the shape of your feet. Take this one." I was like, it's not really a way of addressing a customer. Imagine I'm here for the first time, but it's what I need, because I need to make a decision on my boots. And I can't leave the shop with friendly people giving you a lot of information, making you enjoy the buying experience, and leaving with nothing. And the red is not always somebody rude, shouting, and something. Okay, tuck, tuck, 1, 2, boom, boom. Okay, this is going to be too tight. This is going to be too high. This is going to be too tough, and this is the boots for you. She comes straight to the point and makes a recommendation. And I walk away. I went, I paid, and I came back with my boots. Stayed 10 minutes in the shop, and I'm the most happy customer.
And she's red?
Yeah.
Or blue?
She's red. For me, she's red. Blue would have taken more time into analyzing my feeds and say, what's your level? How often do you go skiing? What's your budget? What pair of boots did you have before? Well, I used to ski with Salomon. I want to switch to Lange, etc. Okay? Do the analysis. People think good salesmen are yellow. Blah, 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 blah. Good salesmen are any color. Because good salesmen are blue because they do a detailed analysis of the need of the person. Good salesmen are red because they know how to close a deal. Good salesmen are yellow because they know how to create a relationship that makes me comfortable. Good salesmen are green because they listen to my needs and to myself. And they give me a floor and a space to express what I need. Good salesmen, like good managers and good presidents, are any colors. Okay? And you don't have a particular color that you need to have to do a particular job. You remember this maintenance technician I was talking about this morning.